Hiya, and welcome back to Roads Yet Traveled, the game that teaches us that the new goal is to become a tool bag. So that way we can always be held by Rowan. Anyways, let's just hop right in. However, it doesn't seem like there's anyone here besides me. Geez, maybe someone tried to move that box? I didn't think it was that heavy. Creeping up to the door, I slowly slide it open. Only to find no one out here either. The hallway's still empty, and the box hasn't moved at all. I guess it could have been the pipes? Although the last time I thought something was the pipes, My skin runs cold as the sound, now more clearly than ever, can be heard from behind me. Frantic now, I whirl around, only to be faced with an empty room. What is this? Hello? My hand starts to shake as... Not to shake, move. My fingers begin to contort on their own, and I have to grab my arm just to stop it. Roots. Biting and deep cut through me as I press down on my clammy skin. It's as if a cold that sank in over hours just emerged all at once. It's awful and striking, and... it's spreading. Stumbling back into the room, I attempt to get to my bed and collapse. By the fucking void, am I having a... I stop where I am as the door shuts behind me, locking tight. What? Hey, who's there? I crane my neck, only to be met with a sharp pain and... a sudden buzz, a frightening chill, and I slam into the wall. No pain there, just a certain bitterness, the taste of iron, and... a familiar nothingness. No, not here. Please, not now. A black eye and a broken heart. Marruk, anyone, please, What once was now drift apart. Clawing my way across the room, I can barely reach my bed, my jacket, my monitor. By the void, how am I still standing? Forcing it open, I frantically attempt to send out a message before... forever forced to play their part. I have the phone. I can see it. Feel it. But I can't type. I can't hit send. I can't... reach out. Hi there. Hi. How are you? Oh. It's you. That's it? See you next update. I have no clue what was happening. Shortest stream ever. I'm just fucking with you. No, we're not. We're not done yet. Because I still need to organize all my saves. I haven't heard from Rowan since earlier, which feels strange, but I'm sure he's just busy. What in the void was that, though? Suddenly, a bit worried, I pull out my phone and idly shoot Rowan a message. Hey, bud. Where you at? It takes a good minute or so, but a response does eventually crawl in. I think I'm near one of the water treatment tanks? I kind of can't tell. Are you lost? Another few minutes tick away with no response. Rowan? Maybe a little bit. I'll figure it out. Sorry, I'm just trying to get a few more things done before that Sognos person arrives. Arrived. Huh? He's here already. I might have bumped into him while I was taking a walk. What floor are you on? I can open a service hatch for you to hide in. Quickly! What? Rowan, it's fine. I'm back in our room. Oh. Well, maybe you should tell me what happened. After work, actually. I think I'm about to lose service again. Yeah, of course. I think I'm going to rest and collect my thoughts for a bit anyways. It's the last thing I send to him as I wait for a response that I know won't come. I've already ripped out the few blank pages for my book and used those, and I don't think Rowan would appreciate it if I started doing that to his books as well. Sitting up, I scratch the back of my head as I take in the room. Still too early for Rowan to be home, especially now. Alrighty. Next major scene. Oh, hey there, bud. What are you doing? Waiting. For you. Oh, well, the wait's over. He scratches the back of his neck as he slowly meanders into the room, the door locking behind him. A bit slovenly, even more than usual, he starts to put his things away as he hangs up his jacket and tears off his work boots. Something's off, though, as I can clearly see him trying to not act suspicious as he tries and fails to sneak a worried glance my way. You alright, bud? Me? I'm fine. Why? He says in a quite unconvincing manner, as he shoots up and glares at me wide-eyed. Are you sure? It was a long day, Tucker. I could barely focus on anything after you messaged me. I was so worried about if you're alright, and... I thought the board member wasn't arriving until tonight, and then you told me they were here already, and I didn't know how to help, or what to do, and... It's okay, bud. It's okay. His breath calms as he finishes taking off his jacket and getting comfortable for the night. As he takes a seat on his bed, I roll over next to him and wait for him to turn to me. After futzing with his paws for a bit, he eventually faces me with an almost pleading expression. I worry about you, bud. How did this happen? What happened? I promise it's not as bad as you think. I just went for a walk and was in the wrong place at the wrong time. It really wasn't my fault. A raised eyebrow cuts me off. Well, I mean, it's definitely partially my fault. But it's like you said, no one expected them to show up so early. Even the captain was surprised. The captain? Realizing my mistake, I break eye contact and do my best to swivel the chair away before a synthetic arm wheels me back towards him, trapping me between a wall of metal and one of flesh. Bud, the captain hasn't messaged any of us yet. What do you mean? Well, I mean, I did go for a walk this morning. And, well, it was just a walk. Really hit us with the get over here. And well, it was just a walk to the captain's office. Why? To talk to her. Words fail him as only guttural confusion escapes from his open muzzle. Eventually, he just palms his face and takes a moment to center himself before turning back to me. And why did we need to talk to the captain? Well, I wanted to ask her about the board member who was coming. No one's been able to answer any of my questions, so I thought I'd ask her. Blinking a few times out of apparent confusion, eventually lets out a short chuff before continuing. So, did you just hear that the board member was here then? 'Cause she told you? Oh no, I walked into him right outside of her office. Tucker. Hey! He can only shake his head and let out a small and exasperated chuckle as he rubs his paws together in his lap. Alright, maybe this is okay. We can figure something out. Yeah? I just want to make sure you're safe, okay? Of course, Rowan. I'm sorry. No, none of that. I'm sorry if that sounded accusatory. I'm just... Well, you know, we'll figure something out. It's okay. But, do you think I can shower first? Pfft, of course, Rowan. Letting out a small, cheery huff, he gets up and strides past me, his tail almost brushing against my face as I lay slovenly in his chair. From behind me, he lets out a soft, oh, and, set up some food to be delivered, okay? So if that gets here, then, please bring it in, yeah? You got it. I say with a lazy thumbs up. Another chuckle before the bathroom door slides shut, leaving me alone in the room once more. Ugh, I might as well get cleaned up too. This is going to be quite the talk. Wait, Wait. We need to get cleaned up. You get cleaned up in the bathroom. And Rowan is currently in the shower. Tucker really said, "This is not your bathroom, it's our bathroom." We saw everything. Sorry, Rowan. We need to save water. It's getting expensive to constantly ship water up to the Icoriod. So, the captain sent out a message saying that we need to conserve water. So, scooch over. Just think of all these poor plants. He's going to know that that's complete and utter bullshit. He's gonna know. Dinner promptly arrives, and just in time, as once I've finished setting everything out for Rowan impishly walks out of the bathroom. Giving him some privacy, I stay turned away until I hear him creep up behind me, patting me on the shoulder. Patting me on the shoulder, he walks back over and takes a seat, immediately ripping into his meal. Well, he seems a lot better. I guess a shower did him good after all. This is so good. I forgot my lunch in the hub today, so I've been starving all shift. Thanks for setting it up, by the way. All you had to do was bring it inside, you know. Oh, no worries. Feeling any better? Yeah, a bit. He says with a bit of trepidation as he swallows another bite. So, do you think we could talk about what happened? You can wait till you finish your meal, though, if you want. No, it's okay. Well, like I said, I wanted to get some answers about what's been going on around here, so I thought, since no one else knows, maybe I could just ask the captain. What made you think she'd answer? She's surprisingly open with me. At times. Even if everything she says is a fucking riddle. I guess she has to be a bit more lenient with you, considering, well, yeah. She's more than aware of my situation, so I'll take what I can get from her. That's good. I could never. But, what happened? What did she say? Well, as I go about explaining what was said this morning, he listens calmly while snacking on the rest of his dinner. He only shies away slightly when I mention Tyr and the Maron, and only stops me when I mention the executive. So, you only saw them after the meeting, right? Yeah, right outside her office. He showed up out of nowhere, not even the captain was ready for him. I'm sure security isn't happy about that. And by that, I'm sure he means Marruk in all but name. But why was the captain confused? I figured she, of all people, would know about what was coming. You'd think that, but I guess not this time. Although, from what the board member said, he's not been in the position for long, and I guess no one told the captain that a change had happened. Well, what was it? You said that they didn't stay around for long. Did they say anything else? Well, not really. It was more about what he didn't say rather than what he did, though. His head flops to the side as I elaborate. He knew my name, Rowan. He understood my language. He was expecting to see me. Soknos knows I'm here. He looks like he's about to faint, but he manages to catch himself and bark out a... What? His arm starts whirring as it digs into the sheets in bed beneath. Oh. Not gonna lie, I thought his, like, the joint that connects his, the elbow was just going to start rotating. And his arm is just going to start rotating. And cue the faint. Cue the panic. How? I don't know. I didn't have time to ask, and the captain didn't say anything either before whisking him away. Like I said, I didn't get to see him for long. Taking a moment to center himself, the lights in the room dim as the second sun on his shoulder sets. With a few deep breaths and some water, he continues. Well, that was a bit worse than you made it out to be. The fact that Soknos knows you're here is worrying, to say the least. But we can work with this. Maybe they said something else that we can use here. It really wasn't much, bud. I only talked to him for a minute or so before I had to go. After that, the captain took the shepherd into her office and sent me on my way. Huh? What? Was a shepherd there? I thought the sanctum was in column A. What was he doing all the way over there? Huh? No, the executive was a shepherd. Said he was at least. Are you sure? Pretty sure. Why? That's just strange. I didn't think that Soknos had any ties to the faith like that. Huh? What am I missing here? Plan A. Literally explode. Go to the center of the entire building and then implode into a singularity. Plan B. Backflip our way to the top of Soknos and then proceed to dismantle it. Plan C. Form a polycule between us, Merwin, Rowan, and Marruk. I'm aiming more for Plan C. Huh? What am I missing here? Why is that weird? He's just a holy man or something, right? Well, yeah. But Soknos isn't a religious organization, so... I've never heard of them ever taking office in any way. Is that a religious thing? I'm sorry, I really don't follow. Oh, a bit. I'm pretty sure they're supposed to forego worldly goods to lighten their journey to the eye, which is a fancy way of saying that they usually don't own much. And taking a position on the board of Soknos directors feels a bit, well, it feels a bit strange. What do they usually do then? Give sermons? I haven't been to a sanctum regularly since I lived on IAO. They run aid programs and stuff like that. Otherwise, they're pretty... insular isn't the right word, but they usually stick to themselves. What I'm hearing is we have a new friend. Oh, now that you mention it, he did say something like that. I think he said that he ran some programs on IAO before all this. Either that or some part of Soknos that managed that kind of thing. Well, there you go. It's not that uncommon to see a shepherd around in daily life, but to see one here like this, it almost feels profane. What do you mean by that? I'm sorry, I'm just still a bit confused about your religion. Religions? Oh, right, I guess we haven't brought that up much. Huh. Well, there's only really the religion, religion that is. There's plenty of different ways people go about worshipping it, but it's all focused on the same thing. The eye is that thing. Yeah, I got that part. Oh, okay, just making sure. Well, I haven't practiced much since I was younger, but even then, I'd probably think it'd be weird if I heard that my shepherd was going to help run a massive tech conglomerate. No, that makes sense. The captain was confused too. Actually, I think he was a bit confused as well. Although he still seems surprisingly adamant about being here. That's certainly unusual. To think that the captain was thrown off by this too is worrying. Well, was there anything else, or was that it? No, I think that was it. Well, actually, I don't know how to put this, but he seemed pretty confident that we'd speak again. I get the impression that he was expecting to meet me, that we'd talk. Sed flops to one side as a scowl cuts across his muzzle, clearly put off by what I've said. That's concerning. If he was so confident, he must know more than we thought. What should I do? Lifting a paw, he rubs one of his ears, mushing it about as he tries to think of something. Sharp teeth bite into thin lips as he purses his mouth in concentration. I need to sleep on it. Dropping his arms, he turns towards me, placing a mechanical paw on my shoulder. There's no doubt that you're more aware of this than anyone, but things are strange now. Things around here usually move fast, but this was unexpected. I won't pretend I'm not a bit freaked out with how bold Soknos is being either. Once we get a better idea of what's going on, then we can plan something. I promise I want to keep you safe more than anything, Tucker. But right now, the best thing the both of us can do is stay calm. We'll figure something out, okay? Okay. Letting out a sigh, he leans forward, bumping his head into mine as he does his best to comfort me. Nervously, I rub his shoulder as he leans back, giving me a cautious look. Worst comes to worst, we can just hide you away in the service tunnels until they leave. I'm pretty sure I have the only updated master file of all the pathways down there. But don't you get lost down there, like, every other day? It's okay, Rowan. It's okay. Worst thing scenario is we go down there and see a ghost and flip the fuck out again. That is the worst case scenario. Best case scenario, we get to kiss you in the service tunnels. Hey, Rowan, want to be Twitter mutuals? Right? Like, imagine how romantic it would be kissing in the service tunnels. Yeah, what's the worst that could happen? We get lost and somehow end up inside the Marron. That's the worst that could happen. That's the worst that could happen. Let's be oomphs, Rowan. I never said I carry them on me. God damn it, Rowan. This is why we love you. Whether intended as a joke or not, his absurd statement does almost make me crack a smile through the nervous atmosphere of the room. With one last sigh and a pat of acknowledgement, he gets up and heads behind me to finish getting ready for the night. Just as a thought comes to me. The captain thinks that Soknos might be more interested in the Marron than me. That was before we knew that they knew I'm here, but still it's a possibility. Well, they could be. It should be operational again by tomorrow night at the latest. Huh? How do you know that? Tucker, who do you think did all the repairs? Not of the Marron itself, sure, but everything else. Oh, right. Rowan really said tears fucking useless. Oh, right. Still, that's soon. Yeah, I'm a bit surprised too. I looked back at my work logs from previous tests, and usually takes a bit longer for them to finish everything. I guess they want to impress the shepherd. Well, as far as I see it, that's just another thing to worry about now. Alright, thanks. As he goes about setting some things up for himself tomorrow, and I go about making my bed, I can't help but feel a bit dejected by how the day went. I was so close to making things easier for the both of us, and then what? Ugh. I don't know, maybe I should be going about this differently. Hearing a sigh from behind me, though, I know I'm not the only one beating myself up. Walking up behind him, I notice his movements are rigid and tense as he keeps dropping the little pieces he's working with. As he lets out another sigh, I cave, wrapping an arm around his leg and leaning into his shoulder. For a moment, he tenses up and shies away from the contact, only to slowly steep into it. You'll be okay, Tucker. Do you need anything else tonight? He says, wrapping his free arm around my back. No. A soft whir envelops us as he rubs my shoulder with his plastic fingers, and yet, the warmth is there all the same. I don't hold him long, as we both need our rest, but as the lights go out and we share our final goodnights, can't help but feel a little bit better. I don't know what tomorrow will bring, as I never have, and with that comes a certain dread. But tonight, things are quiet. Tonight, there will be no more questions nor riddles. Tonight, I close my eyes and graciously slip away. Day 21. Ugh. I think I slept on my arm or something. Rolling out of bed, I slowly open and close my hand as a horrid tingling sensation pulses through my limb. Eventually, it starts to fade as my eyes open more clearly and I take in the light of the, well, new day is a bit presumptuous, but the fluorescence will have to do. Rowan is in his bed, but I think I hear something in the bathroom and decide not to panic just yet. Thinking about the day to come, I realize I have no real schedule anymore. It was nice knowing what I'd be doing in the coming days, even if it was just hanging around in the lab. But now, the uncertainty is unwelcome. With the sensation finally gone from my arm, I get up just as Rowan steps out from the other room. Oh, morning, Tucker. I'm glad you got up before I'd head out. You're heading out already? What time is it? 7th mark. I have to go in early today to finish some prep work in case that board member wants to inspect anything. Oh, but before I go, the captain sent us a message about that shepherd you met. I didn't have time to go through it all yet, but the important part is that she said that she'd send us his schedule by midday at the latest. Once we have that in, it shouldn't be too hard to keep you out of his way. After today. Well, by dinner at the latest. No, I'm sorry. I just wanted to double check. That's great, honestly. I'm glad she's moving things along. Although the lack of a message from her is a bit worrying. I'm sure I'm pretty low on her priorities right now, though. Yeah, I'll be sure to let you know as soon as I have that figured out. But until then, I really need to go. Oh, yeah, no problem. Thanks, Rowan. Of course. Oh, and I think Milo said he could come by at some point and drop off lunch for you, so keep an ear up for him, okay? Will do. I say with a yawn as I finally sit up properly. As he goes to leave, he stops in front of my bed and leans over, putting a paw on my shoulder. This is good, Tucker. Everything will be okay. Yeah, thanks. Oh my god. Milo's coming by. The Yeen. The Yeen is coming by. All is great with the world. As long as we see him, all will be great. Yeah, thanks. Now get out of here or you'll be late. He will be the 5th member of our polycule. With the grin, he pats my cheek and heads out, leaving me to roll my eyes as I head in to wash up and get ready for another day of sitting on my ass and doing nothing. It's almost the 17th mark, too, and I haven't eaten, and I haven't even heard from Milo yet. I'm sure he's still coming by, and then maybe I can ask him about what's going on, but, like, would he even know? Doesn't really seem like Milo to forget something like this. Well, maybe, but anyways, things are probably kind of busy today. Shout as I throw on my jacket. There's no need to be formal with Milo, but at this point I'm just getting fucking cold. Rubbing my hands together, I open the door, and... Lamau. I should probably at least text Rowan first, right? Ugh, but he's going to be so worried, though. He almost seems more genuine than Rowan at times. Hardly a fair comparison, but still. There is only one being more honest than Rowan, and that's Milo. And that is a fact. I know! We're not gonna get to see Milo. I mean, I guess it was better, but like, ugh. I'm going to need to have a long conversation with Rowan later. No Milo, though. Heading in, I take off my shoes, and noticing I'm still alone, quickly had the note I left for Rowan. Man, it's going to be a bitch to explain all of this to Rowan. Probably not, sorry. I got lost for like 3 marks today trying to find something that turns out was only like 2 doors down from our rooms. I've still got a few things I need to check up on, so on top of needing to finalize everyone's schedules for tomorrow. I might just sleep in my office, sorry. Almost ask if he does that often, but I suddenly realize I feel like I know the answer already. Oh, okay. I just wanted to check in. Thanks, bud. I appreciate it. Oh, tomorrow, I'm fixing some of the lights in our hallway, so maybe I'll get to see you then. Wait, what? Wouldn't you be able to see me anyways? Well, I might still be busy after that, so I don't really know right now. Oh, alright. Well, get some rest, Rowan. You too. All is wrong in the world. Nothing is right. The sky is gray, the grass is dead. The rivers have all dried up. All because we didn't see the silly Yeen. Sighing, I put my phone down for the night and lay back exhausted, for a variety of reasons. Rowan's gonna have my fucking head at this point. Oh yeah, Rowan's going to murder us. Just kidding, no he's not. He's gonna start crying. I guess the kind of thing lines up with what I've heard. It's not like Rowan's really been to any other planet either. EIO, I think. I have a friend who's from Nucella, and he says it's lovely. Can't imagine staring out into an alien ocean. From port to port, the city is indeed beautiful. No more than at dawn, when Arius breaches the bay. I hope you can reach them one day, Comet. I really do. There are beautiful things out there. You just have to find them. And here, please. Yay. Is that like a TF2 video reference? Was that a TF2 source filmmaker reference? Yeah, Rowan. I know I can trust Rowan. And maybe that's the most important thing here. Well, right now, the best thing I can do is go get cleaned up and ready to talk to Rowan. I'll just get Rowan to help me with it later. Everything's where I left it, so I doubt Rowan was home at any point. I do hope I get to see him at some point, at least in the morning or something. Rowan? Rowan? Anyone? Please? Oh, it's you. Okay, so page 3 is Rowan. Whew. We ain't done yet. We got one more. One last route. Marruk. I'm gonna go ahead and delete that. Load this save and then duplicate it. Just to get it done and over with. Right here. Marruk. And then I can get rid of this. Means right there. There we go. Do you think rice tastes like cotton candy? Like if I were to bite his braids, would it taste cotton candy? I haven't heard from Marruk since earlier, which feels strange, but I'm sure he's just busy. Suddenly a bit worried, I pull out my phone and idly shoot Marruk a message. Where in the void are you? Someone's grouchy. Yeah, I'm just going to give Marruk that voice, because I cannot remember their voices to save my life. Someone's grouchy. Is it you? Maybe. It fits. Sorry, I was too busy to take you with me today. No, it's okay. I've been fine. Took a walk, even. Who? Wait. You're not messaging me because you're lost, are you? No. Yeah, I'm back at the room already. Good. I got enough to deal with as is with that Soknos executive arriving today. Wait, you didn't hear? Hear what? How in the void of all caring, how does he not know that he's here already? I think that Soknos rep is here already, Marruk. Very funny. Let's try not to stress me out any more than I already am, okay? Can you contact the hangars or something? Just ask, please. What's got you so adamant, Kit? Fine, give me a tick. A few moments pass before another message comes through. I have to go. Well, I think I just ruined his day, but better he finds out sooner rather than later. We were so nice, and now we're a bitch. Letting out a small... It's fucking Coral. Read out the few blank pages from my book and used those. And I don't think Marruk would appreciate it if I started doing that to his books as well. Sitting up, I scratch the back of my head as I take in the room. Still too early for Marruk to be home. Especially now. The fuck are you doing? Waiting. For you. That's dumb. He says through a barely contained smile. Stepping into the room, he takes his time getting comfortable, taking off his boots, his jacket, and putting his keys away before slumping down on his bed. He yawns before turning to me with a bit of an indignant stare. It's a stare, though, and not a glare. There is little, if any, malice behind his eyes. He just looks tired. You alright there? Takes a deep breath in, holds it, and lets it out slowly through his mouth. A long day is all. Yeah, I imagine. Can I get you anything? Not like I keep much here anyways. That's true. I've never really seen him eat except when we have meals, and I've never seen him drink before. Everything was a blur after I found out that the executive landed. Somehow. Still no fucking clue how that happened. Then I had to scramble to finish some security checks, only to arrive at the hangar and be waved off. Couldn't even fucking talk to the captain. She was busy when I got there, and she was busy when I left. Yeah. She said she had to discuss some things with him. I can't imagine that'd be a short affair. Yeah. As he goes to lay back, he stops, only for his head to crook at a strange angle to face me. What was that? Huh? The captain had to do what? Oh, discuss things with him, yeah. Hey, Tucker, that reminds me. How exactly did you know that the executive landed early today? Oh, My tongue gets caught between my lips and I slam them shut. His expression becomes dour as he crawls towards me, looming over my meager form as he sits slouched in his chair. Tucker, what were you saying? Oh, I just, bumped into him a bit. His jaw drops as he drags his paws down his face in disbelief. By the fucking eye, I'll leave you alone for 1 day. Hey, it's not my fault. He merely raises an eyebrow and I correct myself. Okay, it was partially my fault. But hey, I wasn't expecting him to show up this early either. How was I supposed to know he'd be right there outside the captain's office? The captain's office? Why'd you go up there? Where else would she be? Okay, so, Marruk would start screaming. Rowan would pass the fuck out, wake up, and then pass out again. Marruk's going to murder us. Like, I feel like Marruk is the only one who would actively murder us. Tucker, what did you do? Ah, fuck. Covering his face with his paws, he takes in a deep breath before laboriously dragging them down his muzzle. He pulls out his thin lips and stares at me through half-lidded eyes as I can do not but squirm. Can I just ask why? I just wanted answers. I wanted to try and make things easier for us, and I got them. Just too late, it seems. That was dumb, Tucker. I know, but thanks, I guess. Huh? We're gonna find out what happened to Graggle Simpson. Sighing again, his posture starts to loosen as some of the tension leaves the room. Look, you already know how I feel about the value of my contributions around here. Even just today by the Void, I could barely get a fucking grip on things before the one person I was told to look out for was already here. And I was told by you, of all people. So, I don't know. Thanks for trying to help, I guess. I really was. Trying to help, that is. Yeah. Yeah. He scratches the back of his neck before letting out a sharp breath from his nose, his nostrils flaring as he looks away. Just let me get cleaned up and we can talk more about this, okay? Yeah, sure. And none of that, Kit, please. I ain't mad by the fucking Void. You probably saved my job today, but like, I just have to know what's going on to make sure I can manage everything. Yeah? Yeah, of course. Good. I'm gonna go wash off. I'm a fucking wreck right now. I smell like garbage juice. Dinner should be here in a bit. Don't wait for me. Oh, sure. Uh-huh. Is the last thing he says before brushing past me and heading into the bathroom. Ugh. By the eye. What a day. Yeah. Dinner promptly arrives, and just in time, as once I've set everything out, the bathroom door opens and Marruk walks out, still patting himself down with the towel. I don't even think I heard him use the dryer. It must be that short fur. Watching him take his time getting ready, I can see his shoulders have dropped and his expression is less stern. I guess the shower did him good after all. Noticing the food I've plated for us, though, he does shoot me an odd glance. You didn't have to wait for me, you know. I wanted to. Gingerly sitting down next to me, takes a bite out of his meal before turning to me and asking. Yeah. So, what exactly happened today? Through a half-full mouth. Rolling my eyes, I wait for him to finish before responding. A lot happened today, Marruk. You're going to have to be more specific. Well, start from the beginning, then. You went to see the captain. Did she call you in again? What? I mean, not exactly. So, what? You just walked in? I mean, kind of. By the fucking Void, Tucker! I know I said you're brave, but this is taking it a bit far. Did she just let you in? Nah, I got stopped by the receptionist first. Figures. Well, after that, what did you end up talking about? Well, as I go about explaining what was said this morning, he seems more confused than anything. Perhaps his meetings with her are a bit more to the point, but might have been nothing but riddles and tests. Still, he listens closely and only stops me when I mention the executive. Wait, so you met him after the meeting, right? Yeah. Right outside her office. Damn. I've still got no idea how they showed up like that. But you said the captain was confused too. What did you mean by that? Well, apparently she thought someone else would be coming. This new guy said he hasn't been in the position for long, and I guess no one told the captain that the change happened. She was unhappy, to say the least. Fuck, I can imagine. Even though I'm an executive here, I'm nowhere close to being a board member, so I wouldn't know anything about that shit. Maybe you could ask Doc or something. Is he a board member? Nah, but Tara is. So, anyways, what happened after that? You said that they left quickly, but did they say anything else before the captain took them away? Well, not really. It was more about what he didn't say rather than what he did, though. He knew my name, Marruk. He understood my language. He was expecting to see me. Soknos knows I'm here. Why did you start with that? Also, his legs are cut off, like, right at the knee. I don't know if that's a bug or something, but his legs are just cut off. Like, I just noticed that. His legs, he's levitating. I don't think that's it's supposed to happen. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, Marruk didn't meet Leo. Why did you start with that? Fucking Void. How long do you think they've known? I don't know. I didn't have time to ask, and the captain didn't say anything either before whisking him away. That can't be good. Well, was there anything else? Anything at all? Not really. After the captain told me to leave, she took the shepherd into her office, and that was it. What? When did a shepherd show up? How many fucking people were talking to the captain this morning when I couldn't even get a word in edgewise? What? No, the executive was a shepherd. Said he was, at least. Are you sure? Pretty sure. Why? I've never heard of a shepherd working for Soknos, let alone working on the board. Would that be weird? He's just a holy man or something, right? Pretty much. Shepherds are supposed to, like, help us along the path to the truth of the eye, or something. I don't know. It's been a few cycles since I've been to a sanctum, sorry. That's fine, but why wouldn't he be able to be a board member then? I thought shepherds were supposed to forgo worldly bonds, or something like that. I don't even think they own homes or anything, they just live in their sanctums. So, for one of them to be on the board of the largest conglomerate in Allrain, feels a bit strange to me. Well, yeah, I can see that. You mentioned that he used to run some kind of aid program on IAO, and maybe that was through Soknos? That, or it was some kind of subsidiary or something. That's a possibility. Most sanctums are funded through donations from the IAN government. Mostly so they can keep the lights on, but also so they can run outreach programs and stuff like that. Outreach programs for what? I'm sorry, I'm just still a bit confused about your religion. Religions? Oh, shoot. Yeah, well, we only got the one when a big fuck-all star is staring down at you like that. That ends up being the only thing worth praying to, as far as I can tell. That being said, there's a lot of ways to go about doing that, and Void. We can't even decide on a name for the damn thing. What is it? Void, or Eye, or Filament? Fuck if I know. Still, I don't remember any tenants saying you can't help run one of the largest companies in Allrain, but, yeah, that's a bit strange to hear. Was he wearing that little outfit thing that they always wear? Yes. Yes, he was. But I think I understand. The captain seemed confused, too. Actually, I think he was confused as well. He said he only fully assumed the position earlier this month, and he seemed uncertain about much of the work. Although he still seems surprisingly adamant about being here. Well, that's Soknos for ya. Seems like their habit of keeping people half-informed goes all the way to the top, huh? Although I can't pretend to say that doesn't make me at least a little happy to hear that I'm the only one getting fucked with. Balling up his food wrapper, he punctuates his sentence with a careless toss, disposing of the remains. Even the captain didn't know what was happening, Marruk. I think you're fine. Yeah, fine is one way of putting it. But that's not important right now. Did anything else happen before they left? No, I don't think so. Well, actually, I don't really know how to put this, but he seemed pretty confident that we'd speak again. I get the impression that he was expecting to meet me, that we'd talk. Well, considering that they apparently knew you were here, that's not entirely surprising, although it is fucking creepy. You'd think they'd at least want to try and set up an appointment or something first. Pfft. Can't help but smile at what I assume is a lame attempt at a joke. As he playfully jabs my ribs, it's all but confirmed. Yeah, that's definitely not great to hear, though. If they're confident enough to walk in here and just know that they'd bump into you at some point, then who's to say how much they already know? What should I do? He idly scratches the side of his muzzle as he looks off to the side. His implant faintly glowing through the sclera of his eye. Fuck if I know. Marruk! I'm kidding, Kit. Relax. But really, I don't think I'm going to be able to figure this out tonight. At least, let me sleep on it, alright? Sensing my unease, he leans over and places upon my knee. Look, Kit, we both knew that something was going to happen sooner or later, right? I'm such a jokester. Just because it's happening now doesn't make it any worse than it would have been if it was happening later. Once we get a better idea of what's going on, then I promise I'll do what I can to make sure things go our way. Okay? Makes me uneasy knowing that Sognos had the gall to show up how they did and to so clearly proclaim that they knew about you. Best we can do now is just stay out of their way. Not exactly sure how, but I'll sleep on it. You'll be fine, Kit, okay? Okay. His expression constricts as he tries to force out some words of encouragement, only for the room to fall silent. With a small rub and a few pats, he removes his hand from my knee and goes to get ready for the night. The captain thinks that Sognos might be more interested in the Maron than in me. That was before we knew that they knew I'm here. But still, it's a possibility. I mean, they definitely could be. They've been interested in that thing since their inception. Why stop now? Yeah, I can only assume it's got to be almost fixed after the last time they fired it up. Yeah. Look, Tucker, let's get some sleep. Yeah. I'll see what I can do tomorrow, but tonight I just want to pass out. Yeah, of course. He lets out a small chuckle as I roll his chair back to his desk before getting up himself. As he goes about setting some things up for himself tomorrow and I go about making my bed, I can't help but feel a bit dejected by how the day went. I was so close to making things easier for the both of us, and then what? Ugh. I don't know, maybe I should be going about this differently, or... I don't know if it's time to spiral further, though, as an arm snakes its way around me as I'm pulled into Marruk's side. Looking up at him, he vainly tries to look away as I lean into him and return the embrace. It'll be alright, Kit. You need anything? He says, placing his other paw on my back. No. As neither of us can seem to find the right words, we stand in an awkward silence and an awkward embrace at an awkward time for the both of us. And yet the comfort it brings me in the moment is paramount to none. Letting out a deep sigh, I press my hand to his chest before we entangle ourselves and share final goodnights. I don't know what tomorrow will bring, as I never have, and with that comes a certain dread. But tonight, things are quiet. Tonight, there will be no more questions nor riddles. Tonight, I close my eyes and graciously slip away. Day 21. Ugh. I think I slept on my arm or something. Rolling out of bed, I slowly open and close my hand as the horrid tingling sensation pulses through my limb. It eventually starts to fade as my eyes open more clearly and I take in the light of the, well, new day is a bit presumptuous, but the fluorescence will have to do. Marruk isn't in his bed, but I think I hear something in the bathroom and decide not to panic just yet. Thinking about the day to come, I realize I have no real schedule anymore. It was nice knowing what I'd be doing in the coming days, even if it was just hanging around in the lab. But now? Yeah, I think like the dogs are like barking at the neighbor or something. I don't know. But now the uncertainty is unwelcome. With the sensation finally gone from my arm as I get up just as Marruk steps out from the other room. Look who decided to get up. Just because you have the day off doesn't mean you should get used to sleeping in, he says with a playful smirk. Morning to you too. Yeah. Look, got some good news to perk up. Captain sent out a missive about the board member. I won't bore you with the details, but we should know his itinerary sometime around midday today. Once I have that, it should be simple enough to figure out how to keep you out of his way. After today. I'm going as fast as I can, Kit. No, that's fine. I just wanted to check. That's great, honestly. I'm glad she's moving things along. Although the lack of a message from her is a bit worrying. I'm sure I'm pretty low on her priorities right now, though. Good. Now, not all of us have a day off, so I've got to go. I'm the one finalizing that itinerary anyway. Well, really, I'm just double-checking the captain's work. But, you get it. Anyway, I should get to it. Oh, before I do, I told Tio to stop by and deliver lunch at some point, so stay put, alright? You sure? I could just walk around unattended until I find the cafeteria. Not today. Take care. He scoffs and rolls his eyes before walking over and placing a paw on my head, messing up my bed hair even further. It'll be okay, I promise. Thanks. Now get out of here, it'll be late. He scoffs and grins before turning to head out, leaving me to roll my eyes as I head in to wash up and get ready for another day of sitting on my ass and doing nothing. It's almost the 17th mark, too, and I haven't even heard from Q yet. I'm sure she's still coming by, and maybe I can ask her about what's going on, but, like, would she even know? Doesn't really seem like Q to forget something like that, but things are probably kind of busy today. I shout as I throw on my jacket, but there's no need to be formal with Q, but at this point, I'm just getting fucking cold. I should probably at least text Marruk first, right? Ugh, but he's going to be so pissed, though. Almost seems more genuine than Marruk at times. Hardly a fair comparison, but still. Oh, please, Tio's not going to save us. I mean, I guess it was better, but, like, I'm going to need to have a long conversation with Marruk later. No Tio, though. Heading in to take off my shoes and noticing I'm still alone, quickly had the note I left for Marruk. I just want to reread this line. I'm just gonna screenshot that. That was great. Man, it's gonna be a bitch to explain all this to Marruk. Nope. Oh, is it that bad? Yup. That was honestly the best part of that update. We need more comedy like that. She can explode the evil mascot away Power Ranger style. Exactly. Should I stop bothering you? Yup. Okay, but what if I didn't? I could not respond. What if I needed your help and you ignored my message, though? I can read a message without responding, Tucker. Really? You're not doing a great job at that. I can practically hear him grumbling from here as he takes a second to respond. Did you need something, Kit? I just wanted to see how you were doing. I was worried. Don't worry about me, Kit, okay? I do. But fine. Well, get some rest. I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully. Hopefully? Is it really that bad? Yeah. Alright. I'll leave you to it then. A few moments pass, and I've almost gone to put my phone down, but it buzzes one more time. Thanks for checking in, Kit. Marruk's gonna have my fucking head at this point. Yeah. Well, I guess it kind of lines up with what I've heard. It's not like Marruk's really been to any other planet either. Maybe Uriun? I've always kind of preferred warmer weather, and to think I'd be standing on a planet that used to be desolate, that must be cool. It was quite the feat of ingenuity to get the planet where it is now, but it still has a long way to go. Although I've heard that those that live there make the best of it. Marruk. I know I can trust Marruk. Maybe that's the most important thing here. Well, right now, the best thing I can do is get cleaned up and ready to talk to Marruk. I'll just get Marruk to help me with it later. Everything's where I left it, so I doubt Marruk was home at any point. I do hope I get to see him at some point, at least in the morning or something. Marruk? Marruk, anyone? Please, There we go. This is why I think Tucker's a robot. Because of the static. Oh god, that'd be so funny to, like, explain. Yeah. Well, stay safe, have a good night, and I will see you all tomorrow.